much any scout can come up here. This is the Cloud at the National Jamboree in West Virginia. What's going on right now is all the scouts are going to be building this car for Team SLR. So it's a really cool experience to learn how to put the front hood and fill the radiator with water.
I'm here working with the SLR team on this awesome car back here. We got to put on the front hood. We worked a little bit on the engine and we were fixing stuff on the car. It was really great. I had a lot of fun. And I would definitely love to see this car race back in Chicago by my hometown.
Some of the fun that I've had doing this was having to work actually with the driver himself, putting this car together and such. And also just being here in general, it's a great experience to be having.
My name's Matthew Jensen. I'm from Matthews, North Carolina, which is right near Charlotte. I'm here with my buddy Wayne Perry, the national president of Boy Scout.
Have you had fun building it?
Yeah, we got to do the hood cap. We got to sign the design he put on it. The driver, I like him a lot. He's really nice, and hopefully I can see him race sometime because that'd be really cool.
Will you be driving this car home to Charlotte?
I hope not.
Help us bring the Boy Scout racing team to Chicago. Charlotte, North Carolina. Go BSA!
That's the best you can do?
Yes, that was.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, getting set for a big late model affair, the Daytona Performance Late Model Show tonight at Volusia Speedway Park. I'm Len Freeman, and we are set to go 25 laps with some of the fastest late models in the country on what is billed the world's fastest half-mile dirt racetrack, right here at Daytona, Florida. In the field tonight, Scott Lagasse Jr. driving the 8 car. They call it the Scout Prepared Car. It was actually built at the Jamboree for the Scouts this summer up in West Virginia, and the sheeting on the outside of the car has hundreds and hundreds of signatures of Boy Scouts from all around the United States. The first big race, really, for this race car, and Scott was in a bad position in the heat race a little bit early. Ended up in the back of a group of very fast cars, but was able to finish third, and that would end up putting him in the 9th starting position for this 25-lap feature event. We're set to go with some real veterans and some young hot shoes. Right in front of Scott in this picture, the 22, that's Cecil Guinness from St. Augustine, the hometown of Scott Jr. And Cecil with hundreds and hundreds of wins under his belt. And there you see the 8 go around the 22, coming down the back straight away and moving around David Clegg in the 07, one of the young drivers who really knows how to get around the racetrack.
Lap 1, we're going to have to restart it, and I see rain. So we got rained out last time, and we can race in a little bit of rain with these cars, but too much of it, then the track gets really slimy, and you'll have a lot of wrecks, so the track will call it. So I'm sitting here hoping that rain stays away. All right, looks like they had a wreck near the first corner, so we're going to restart this race completely, which is a bummer for us because we had a really good restart. Just drove from 9 to, I'm going to guess that should say 6, but we can do it again. So, car feels pretty good so far. Won't really know a lot until we get strung out here.
There's a green flag, and we're off and running. Coming off turn number 4, Chappelle has the lead. There's the 8 car storming to the outside, trying to make up some positions. Gets around Cecil Guinness down the back straightaway. The number 8 car on the move moves up into the 5th position as they come off turn number 4. Into turn number 1, goes to the inside of David Clegg, and the 8 is on the move. Here's Matt Hartley in the 11, right in front of Scott Lagasse Jr. as they head into turn number 3. Hartley with a very fast car. Lagasse able to take him on the inside, but the battle's not over. Here's Hartley, bumper to bumper through turn number 1 and around to turn 2 with Scott Lagasse. Into turn number 3, Lagasse opens up the lead over Hartley and has his sights set on the Go Fasters in front. lap cars beginning to come and be a part of the picture as we move to the early laps, move through the early laps, and the racetrack tightening up, meaning it is getting faster and faster with every lap. Lagasse down on the low side, taking advantage of the heavier dirt down there. The car seems to be working a little bit better there. And caution is out on the racetrack again, this time for a car that spun out over at turn number 4.
All right, not bad there, guys. We've got a few positions. Our changes aren't quite what I was hoping for. We're just a little too loose right now. Actually, a lot too loose, but we'll see. We're up to 6th now, so I think we can run with these guys. See if we have enough laps. Issue here there with the missing of the motor is I misjudged how fast the track's going to be and how fast this race car is going to be. So I have too much gear in the car, which is really, really hurting us right now speed-wise. I think if I would have known you guys were going to build me such a fast race car, and that I would figure it out this fast, that we'd have a different gear in this thing and we'd be going even faster. So, sorry guys, I'll call that my inexperience in dirt racing. So.
In-car camera shows you what it looks like from the inside of the 8. '71 car slides a little bit to the high side and opens the door for the number 8 and Scott Lagasse to come underneath. Hugs the bottom of the racetrack coming through turn number 4.
All right, guys, that was really good for us. We just got the 3rd right there. It's a good restart. So let's see what happens. The 1,000 things that will help from the driver's seat, try to make them suit what I'm wanting to do here. So let's see if I got enough. The guys we're racing here tonight they're professionals at dirt racing, and so I'm in their territory now. So I'm learning every week here, and well, it's the first night, so big leaps and bounds of learning here, but happy with it so far. Good job building this thing.
Again, it's billed as the fastest half-mile track in the world. Heck of a start, and off and running once again. Now we're in the middle laps.
The tough part about the start is you don't run a spotter, so you don't know if you're outside clear. You have to try to kind of work your way up there and hope that you kind of get to know where they're at all the time. People are, but when everybody's jumbled up like this on a restart, you want to work up there, but you got to be careful not to wreck your car doing so.
Scott's now working the top side of the racetrack up against what we call the cushion. That's the dirt that builds up after the cars run and kick what farmers might call clods to the top of the racetrack, and it builds a little bit of a cushion that the right rear of the car can kind of bump up against. And so that's what he's doing right now, trying to take advantage of all the momentum that he builds up by running a larger circle around this big half-mile track. Again, the caution comes out this time. Scott able to avoid a situation over at turn number 3, and we are under caution.
Guys, did something totally different there and passed a bunch of guys, and now another caution. So I just got to keep getting creative here. That was pretty soon they're going to see my whole bag of tricks.
On the restart, Scott Lagasse will start in the Boy Scouts of America car in the 4th position. Daryl Padgett leads the race in car number 46. In the 2nd slot on the restart is Donnie Chappelle in the 25. And in the 4th position, Scott Lagasse with a restart. Going to be outside row number 2. Young guns and veteran drivers compete in these late model races. Some of these drivers have hundreds of wins, some of them none, looking for their first wins in late model competition. Green flag flies and we're back underway. Coming through turn number 3 and up to the front straightaway. Donnie Chappelle with the lead for a moment. Here comes Daryl Paget along the outside and a battle through turn number 2. Lagasse comes up alongside of Chappelle. Chappelle down on the low side. Scott Lagasse on the outside. They're wheel to wheel as they come through turn number 4. Lagasse on the top side, and this time Chappelle tries to hold him off. Lagasse will get in front of him and move into the 2nd position. Again, working the top side. Dirt flies off the right rear of the car as he comes up against the cushion. The racetrack getting faster and faster. The cars finding ways that, and drivers finding ways that they can go faster by picking the right line for the condition that their car is telling them that it likes to run in. Here comes Donnie Chappelle challenging on the inside, coming into turn number 3. Chappelle getting a pretty good bite in the middle of the racetrack. Tries to cut low, closes the gap, and they are nearly bumper to bumper as they race up into turn number 1. And caution has come out.
Not bad, guys. I got the 2nd here. Tell you what, to race with guys like this, I'm really, really proud of what you guys have built me here. This is one of the most fun races I've had ever. You know, to know that you guys built this and you're making me look like a dirt racer here. I can't tell you what I'm thinking right now. So thank you guys. This is fun. Let's see if we can get this guy. We want to win this thing. We don't want to just ride around here. So we're not running for points. So we rolled the dice, made some pretty good fitting changes, and hoping the track will come to us a little bit here. So cross your fingers, have fun.
Many times the caution will come out also for mechanical failure or maybe just a flat tire on a race car. Cars can head into the pits and race teams will try and get a tire on to get them back out, but it's unusual that if you have a flat tire in a race on this small of a racetrack that you want to lose at least 1 lap and maybe many more and take you completely out of competition. At this point, Scott has moved up to the 2nd position, running behind Daryl Paget. Paget has had his way with the racetrack tonight. His car running very, very strong. The number 8 Chevrolet, 2nd coming to start. This time by, they're just getting ready for the start, and flagman Derek Smith will give them a 1-lap signal as they come by. Up to the halfway point of the race, the cars in this competition start side by side in double file. After they pass the halfway and laps, then they go to a single file restart. There you see the cars beginning to come up to racing speed as they head down the back straightaway. Coming to the closing laps of the race. A sizable lead for the 46 car and Daryl Paget. Paget is a former winner here this season at Volusia Speedway Park. Scott trying to chase him down and at the same time hold off Donnie Chappelle in the 25. He has really closed the gap. Chappelle to the inside, almost 3 wide as they come off turn number 4. Another young go-faster is in the picture. That's Mark Whitener in the 58. And there he goes to the low side as it's a 3-way battle for second position. Lagasse trying to hold off Chappelle and Whitener. Now Chappelle goes to the low side. And a change of position. Here comes Whitener to the outside of Lagasse. Now Scott goes to the low side, this time through turns 1 and 2. Manages to make the pass. Now he's up to third with Donnie Chappelle running in the second position and Daryl Paget in the lead in the number 46. Mark Whitener back in the fourth position. His car seems to have lost a little bit. Working hard to catch up to Scott. Car's working the top side of the racetrack now, and there are some slower cars down on the low side. A little bit of traffic as they head up into turn number 3. Lagasse to the outside, slower cars to the low side. That Cecil Eunice right there. Matt Hartley a little bit off the pace. Scotty goes to the top side with the number 8 and passes them going down the back straightaway. Mark Whitener follows him all the way through there, right behind, still in contention. Lagasse running in the third position. There's Whitener coming right up against the left rear of the number 8. Here Whitener crosses his car up a little bit more and tries for a low side shot and does not get it working.
Guys, that was fun. Good race. We ended up third. I made a mistake passing that lap car. I should have, I don't know, our car wouldn't work on the bottom and I thought I could get him on the top, and that's my fault. But, hey guys, considering I missed into gear, we drew the worst starting position you could get, and we're racing against some of the best racers in the Southeast. I'm super proud of you, and definitely, I'm a fan of you guys. Scouts, thank you.